Hey guys, what's up? Chris Zoupa here. Lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the solo from The Sound of Truth by As I Lay Dying. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is drop D, which goes D, A, D, G, B, E. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section, the little leading to the solo. I want to start from 5 of the 5th string and work through this little arpeggio idea. So I'm playing 5 of the 5th, 7 of the 4th, and then back to 8 of the 5th with my pinky. Then what I'm doing after that is I'm going to play 5, 7 on the 3rd, and then cross over to 7 of the 4th. So all together. At the end of that, I want to play 5, 7 again on the 3rd string. Then I'm going to hit that 7 and slide over to 10. At the end of that, so I'm going to go. After that, I'm going to play 9, 7 and give 7 some nice gentlemanly vibrato. So all together. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. So I pick all of these notes. I want to be playing 7 to 5 on the 4th string, and then jumping to 8 of the 5th. And then I go, which is just 5, 7, 5, 7 on the 4th. So it's going to go. At the end of that, I'm going to jump to 5 of the 3rd string. So it'll go. Hopefully that's making sense. So this is what we should have thus far from the start. Hopefully that's making sense. And then we want to borrow that first bit again. Now the difference with the second half this time is I'm going to start off with a hammer-on into a pull-off. So I'm going to go 5, 7, 5 on the 4th. Then I jump to 8 of the 5th. And the rest is the same. So I'll go 5, 7, 5, 7 on the 4th, and then resolving to a vibrato on 5 of the 3rd. So it'll go. So if we want to think of it in chunks, the 1st and the 3rd are identical, and the 2nd and the 4th kind of have that slight variation. So let's put it all together, and keep in mind that this whole section goes through twice as well when we're playing the solo. So all together. One more time, some taps. Alright, so look at the second section. There's a lot of legato here. We want to try and do most of this with one pick. So I'm going to start off on 7 of the 3rd string, and I'm going to do a pull off from 7 to 5 8 times. And then after that I'm going to add 4 more. So I think of it as an 8 count and a 4 count. So after we've done an extra 4, I'm going to shuffle that over 2 frets from 9 to 7, and we're going to do 4 pull offs from 9 to 7. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of that, I want to work into, we just start working into groups of 2. So now the next group I'm doing is from 10 to 9 twice, also on the 3rd string. I'm jumping to 12, 10 on the 3rd, 2 groups of that. And then I jump from 14 to 12, and I do that idea twice. And then from 15 to 14. So we've got... Let's try from the start before we get too ahead of ourselves. We've got the group of the 8 and then the 4 from here. bit I do, I want to jump to the second string. I'm going to play from 13 to 11 twice. And the next one that I do is just from 15 to 13 once. At the end of that, I'm going to get some picking involved. So I'm going to pick 13, 15, 17. So we go. So you're going to have a pull off to 13, pick it again, and then roll forward. That's pretty much the whole section. Let's do it relatively slowly and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, the next bit is quite sexy. We've got a sweep with a tap bend at the start, so it's pretty cool. My arpeggio is going to be a basic D minor just for 3 strings. I'm going to pull off from 17 to 13, then play 15 at the second and jump to 14 of the third. And then I reverse my steps back up 15 of the second, and then 13 to 17 is a hammer on in the first. At the end of that, I'm going to do a tap on 22 of the first string. And I bend that up, and you want to be doing most of the bending on your fretting hand. At the end of that, I'm going to pull off to 13. So you can either use your pointer. I like to use my ring because that'll get me set up for the next section. Okay, at the end of that, I work into this. What I'm doing here is I'm hammering 12, 13, then pulling off 12, 10 on the first string. And then I want to pluck 12 and pull off to 10, so to go. And then jumping to 13 of the second. So all together. Hopefully that's making sense. I'm working at this phrase. I'm doing a bend from 13 of the second string to 10 of the first. And then I want to work into this phrase. Do exactly the same thing 4 times. Yeah, it's 4, sorry. So I'm going to pull off from 13 to 10 on the second string, jumping to 12 of the third, and then back to 10. So I go. So let's go from the bend before that and then work into that little phrase 4 times. At the end of that, I'm going to do a little bit extra from the third string. I'm going to do a pull off from 12 to 10, jump to 12 of the fourth, and then back to 10 of the third. At the end of that, some sexy vibrato on 12th of the third string. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try the whole thing from the sweep tap at the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the fourth section. I'm going to start off with a big bend on 13 of the second string. And I'm going to play 10 of the second and jump to 9 of the third. Hopefully that's making sense. And then I want to slide into 13 of the second string. And then after that I'm going to play 10, 12 on the first, and then hit 12 again and do a bend. So we've got all together. At the end of that, I want to go. Let's slow that down. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 12, 10. And what I'm doing here is playing 12, 13, 12, 10 as a hammer into a pull off. So it goes. At the end of that, I'm going to slide from 12 to 8. That was all on the first string. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start. Of that. What I'm doing is I'm sliding from 12 to 14 on the third, and then doing a pinch harmonic on 10th fret. Make sure you find it. I think for me, if you've got a 24 fret guitar, I'm sort of on the edge of my second pickup to get that little sexy harmonic. So let's try the whole thing from the start, and then we'll do it once again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, section 5. It's got some pretty cool pentatonic licks followed by some sexy tapping, so it's pretty fun. The initial idea we do is pretty much the same thing twice. Well, it is really. I'm going to start off with a pull off from 13 to 10, very similar to what we had in one of the other sections. Pull off from 13 to 10, then I jump from 12 of the third back down to 10 of the second, so it goes. So we're going to go. It's just my cat, sorry about that. After that, I'm going to do a pull off from 15 to 10 and then 13 to 10 on the second string. After that, I'm going to jump to 12 of the third, back down to 10 of the second. So all together. And I'm going to borrow that phrase again. So 15 to 10, 13 to 10, and then 12 with the string above, back down. So all together. I almost think of it as a group of 4 and then 2 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that whole idea is going to go through twice. So we're going to go. Hopefully that's making sense. Then after that, I'm going to jump to a tap on 17 of the second string, and then I'm going to pull off to the 11, and then hammer to 15. And I'm going to do that idea again, but then I'm going to tap from 18. So I'm going to go. And I want to do that whole concept with a tap on 17 and 18. I'm going to do 3 of each. Hopefully that's making sense. And then I'm going to tap 20 and then shuffle my fretting hand over. I'm going to tap 20 and then pull off to 13 and hammer to 17. I'm going to go 20 and then to 22. Then I'm going to go back to 20. And then at the end of that, I'm going to hit 22 with 3 taps. So it's going to go 20, 22, 20, 22, 22, 22. So it'll go. At the end of that, I want to slide into 22 and give that some vibrato. So let's go from the start of the taps. We're going to go 17, 18 3 times. And then 20, 22, 20, 22, 22, 22. Let's get the fretting hand involved now. And the ending vibrato on that 22nd fret of the second string. So let's go from that pentatonic lick and then into some taps, and then we'll try the whole thing slow with some taps. One more time with some taps. And that was the solo from The Sound of Truth by As I Lay Dying. If you guys have enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all real soon.